Hello, welcome to Advance, the UCSF system that supports the academic review process. In this module, I'll demonstrate how to prepare a Word document for importing into my CV, the Advanced CV module, how to import a document into my CV, and I'll show you how to import citations from the UCSF Profiles application maintained by CTSI. Two things to keep in mind when working in the Advance application. One, Advance is a web application that has been designed to work with the various browsers, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, and Internet Explorer. However, as browsers release new versions, sometimes an incompatibility will arise. If you find that some feature of Advance is not working, first try a different browser. The compatibility you see with one browser may not exist in another. Two, always ask for help before you get frustrated. Help options include contacting the person noted at the bottom of each of your Advance pages. This is your contact person in the HR Service Center. Or email a description of your issue to advanceproject@ucsf.edu, the link found at the bottom of the page. Or you may ask your proxy for help if you've set a proxy up. Remember that if you're working at night or on a weekend, you may not be able to get help until the next work day. In this case, you can find helpful information by clicking the question mark button in the upper right-hand corner of the CV. Don't spend too much time trying to get something to work that doesn't seem to be working. Try a different browser or ask for help. The CV is separated into sections divided by the headers based on the UCSF CV guidelines developed by the Academic Senate Committee on Academic Personnel. The import engine is designed to look for these headers in the document being imported and place the text after the headers into my CV. Before spending time modifying your CV to match the import requirements, I suggest you try importing as is. The initial result will probably be terrible, but as you refine your CV and re-import, you will begin to develop concrete ideas of what needs to be done to modify the CV to improve the import. The import process is very simple and straightforward. The challenge is getting your Word document to match the import requirements. To import, simply click on the Import CV button and then Upload Full CV. Browse to find the CV you want to import. Select and then click the Import Full CV button. Be sure to read this warning because after you've imported something into your CV, additional imports will erase whatever you have in the CV. It just takes a few seconds for the CV to import. Then you can look at it by clicking My CV. You may notice the text in the General Information section was there when we looked at the blank CV. That's because this information comes from the Campus Locator system. You can edit this for your CV by clicking on the Edit link, but it won't change the information in the Campus Locator system, only in the CV. If we look at this CV, we can see that there are some things that imported fine and other things that did not. The Education section looks like it's also including the Academic Positions section, and the Academic Positions section has a continuation header. So there are some issues with the original document that need to be corrected. If we refer to the document that was used for import, we can see that there are some sections that don't meet the requirements of the import engine. Academic Positions Held is not part of the UCSF CV guideline document. If we take a look at the CV template document, we can see the headers and the text structure that's expected underneath the headers. You can use this document to change the headers on your document to match what's expected by the import engine. So let's try importing a document that I've modified based on this original document and see what happens. Click on Import CV, click on Upload Full CV, find the document, and click Import, paying attention to the warning message. Now you can see that the import worked a little bit better. It put the information into the sections expected. There still may need to be some modifications made to the document. This is because the import engine expects certain things. For example, the headings in the CV you import must exactly match the headings in the guidelines document. The import engine looks for carriage returns and treats each as the beginning of a new record. So when you see this dental sciences on this line, that's because in the original document there was a carriage return after this line and it created a new record in advance. It also looks for tabs and treats them as the beginning of a new field, but it views multiple tabs as a single tab. One issue is that it looks for year and treats any 4-digit number between 1900 and 2050 as a year. It usually gets these right, but occasionally you will find a publication imported with the incorrect year because the import engine mistook a page number for a year. Issues such as this dental sciences appearing on the wrong line can easily be fixed using the edit features in advance, which will be talked about in the edit module. But you could also go back to your original document and modify that. You may also see, if you scroll to the end of the document, that there are some fonts that come in a different style than the fonts in other parts of the document. The reason for this is that the UCSF CV requires Arial 11-point font, because this is the requirement for the NIH BioSketch. So you should import a document that's already been formatted into Arial 11-point. We can modify the CV that we imported to improve the import by changing the text. Just do Control-A to select everything and then change all of the text to Arial 11-point. Then we can do a Save As, and go back to import. Now when we go to the bottom of the document, you can see that all of the text has been modified to Arial. And there's another header that's in the wrong place. Now we'll import a CV that's almost ready. If we scroll down to the peer-reviewed publications section, there's a link that says Add from UCSF Profiles, 133 remaining found from PubMed. This is a tool that was developed by the UCSF CTSI organization and is being used by Advance to help with the CV development. So I can pick some items from this, click Add, and they'll be added to my CV. Now you can see that each of these items that I've added has been placed as close as possible to the year of the other publications and includes a link to a website that shows the PubMed information. It also includes the PMID. One thing to keep in mind is that if you export your CV, the exported document will not include the PubMed link. So if you re-import this section, the link will be lost. Also, you'll notice that the number of documents that have been found by PubMed has been reduced by the 4 that I selected. So if you lose the link by re-importing, this number will revert to 133. While working with the import functionality, remember, ask for help before you get frustrated. Contact the person named at the bottom of your Advance pages. Send an email to advanceproject@ucsf.edu, or click the blue question mark button to get to the help documents. It's easier than it seems. Good luck.